Welcome back to the year of 2000, where we rewind the clock month by month to relive the events that shaped our world. Let's dive in. The Miami Heat lights up their brand new home. 19,600 fans cram into the new American Airlines Arena. The Heat trail by 10 in the final 3 minutes. They storm back to take the win over the Orlando Magic 111-103 points in overtime. NFL bombshell Bill Belichick takes the New York Jets head coach job, then quits one day later for the New England Patriots. His words, "I just don't feel I can lead the Jets in 2000. Genius move. 6 Super Bowls later, Pats fans are still thanking him. Talk about decision-making that changed football forever. Same day, across the globe, British women Catherine Hartley and Fiona Thornwell make history. They trek 680 miles through -48°C hell, raging storms, brutal blizzards, pure grit, to become the first British women at the South Pole. 48 years after Edmund Hillary, Catherine says, "I was absolutely elated. From London to Antarctica, these women crushed it."
My name's Fiona Thornwell. I've been fortunate to achieve my dream, which was to walk to the North Pole and the South Pole, and became the first British woman to do so. And also then I went solo and sported to the South Pole and broke the world record. So now what I want to do is just wish the transatlantic team, their trio team, the best of luck for their dream to achieve their goal too.
Billionaire Mark Cuban drops $285 million to buy the Dallas Mavericks. I love the Mavs. I'm just a huge fan ready to contribute. No rash changes, just smart learning. The Mavs became NBA champs by 2011. Slam dunk investment of the century. Britain's NHS fights for its life. A brutal flu outbreak floods hospitals. Liverpool cancels all non-emergency surgeries. London's 275 ICU beds are jammed. Patients sleep on trolleys. Experts blame low vaccines for the elderly. A chilling reminder, even in 2000, healthcare was fragile. Tragedy strikes nature. The last Pyrenean ibex, a rare mountain goat, gets crushed by a falling tree. Species extinct. But wait, scientists clone a baby in 2009. It lives 7 minutes. Then extinct again. First species to die twice. A wild lesson in conservation. UK Minister Jonathan Aitken walks free after 9 months in prison for perjury. He lied about Saudi royals footing his £1,000 Paris Ritz bill while in office. This sparks a debate. How accountable are politicians? NFL Magic. Tennessee Titans versus Buffalo Bills, 16 seconds left. Bills lead 16-15. Titans kickoff. Fullback Lorenzo Neal hands to Frank Wycheck, who laterals across, field to Kevin Dyson. Dyson sprints 75 yards untouched for the touchdown. Crowd explodes. Replay debate. Forward pass? Nope. Confirmed. Titans win 22-16, march to the Super Bowl, the Music City Miracle. Bittersweet for QB legend Dan Marino. Miami Dolphins beat Seattle 20-17 in his final game ever at the Kingdom. He drives 85 yards for the winner. Icon bows out victorious. Meanwhile, in the tech world, Bill Gates quits as Microsoft CEO, passes it to buddy Steve Ballmer. Gates stays chairman and chief software architect. Ballmer am very excited to lead this $558 billion giant. Justice in The Hague. 5 Bosnian Croats guilty of crimes against humanity, massacring over 100 Muslims, including 33 women and kids, in 1993 sentences 6 to 25 years. First big ethnic cleansing verdict from Bosnia's nightmare war.
I love Utah. Fans are great. We can't do without good fans every time we show up.
Utah Jazz coach Jerry Sloan hits 700 wins, crushing LA Clippers 112-75. 12th NBA coach to do it. Sloan's focus? Team grit, not stats.
and videotaped the morning it rocketed over Whitehorse. Scientists have already learned about its orbit, which may help tell whether a massive meteor will one day ever hit the Earth.
Cosmic fireworks. A meteorite slams into Canada's Tagish Lake, 105 tons. Lights up the sky, bangs echo, dust clouds rise. Ice preserves chunks. Scientists snag fresh fragments. Canada's ROM Museum treasures them today. The GOAT's back. Michael Jordan joins Washington Wizards as part, owner and exec at 38. His words, "I'm returning to the game I love, to build a playoff team, not playing yet."
And, I have to laugh. He did that to me in the All-Star game, so I feel...
Dallas Mavs coach Don Nelson notches 900 wins, 6th in NBA history, beating Pistons 99-91. No Grant Hill, easy street for Nelson. Utah Jazz star Karl Malone hits 30,000 career points, the third player of all time. Drops 35 in a 96-94 loss to Minnesota, behind Kareem and Wilt. Legend status unlocked. Heartbreak off Ivory Coast. Kenya Airways, Flight 431 plunges into the Atlantic. 169 died. Speed destroys the plane on impact. 10 survivors rescued from waves. A somber reminder of sky risks. Super Bowl 34 in Atlanta. The St. Louis Rams edge Tennessee Titans 23-16. Kurt Warner, MVP the Rams, put on the greatest show on turf. A dark day. Alaska Airlines Flight 261 crashes into Pacific. 88 died. Total pitch control loss. UK doctor Fred Shipman convicted for 15 murders. He is given a life sentence. He'd hang himself in 2004.
Today, about 2.5 days before my term ends as governor, I stand before you to explain my frustrations and deep concerns about both the administration and the penalty of death.
Illinois Governor George Ryan halts all executions. Calling the prospect of executing an innocent person the ultimate nightmare, Ryan declared, "Until I can be sure with moral certainty that no innocent man or woman is facing lethal injection, no one will meet that fate." An NFL star Ray Lewis tangled in a fatal fight. 2 died, murder charges dropped later amid mystery suits and knives. As we wrap up this journey through the year 2000, let's spotlight some incredible talents born in January of that millennium year. From gritty streets to global stages, these trailblazers turned dreams into legacies with raw passion and unstoppable drive. Here are the stars who kicked off the Y2K era, born in January 2000, and how they rose to redefine music, sports, and entertainment. Born on New Year's Day 2000 in New York City's gritty Bronx neighborhood of Fordham Road, Isis Naija Gaston, better known as Ice Spice, grew up immersed in hip-hop culture. The daughter of a Nigerian-American underground rapper father and a mother, she was raised primarily by her mom and grandmother alongside 4 younger siblings. Music was in her blood. Her dad's freestyle sessions sparked her passion, while icons like Nicki Minaj mesmerized her from a young age. She honed her craft in secret, scribbling lyrics in her iPhone Notes app over beats by artists like Pop Smoke. Tamia Monique Carter, aka Flo Milli, entered the world on January 9, 2000 in the humid, resilient city of Mobile, Alabama. A port town that's rich in Southern soul but often overlooked in hip-hop's spotlight. Growing up in a modest household, she was a straight-A student with big dreams, balancing school with early hustles at a grocery store and movie theater. A teenage rap group called Pink Mafia, originally Real and Beautiful, which fizzled at 14 but ignited her solo fire. Naojour Lazier Granger, professionally Tusi, was born on January 9, 2000 in Syracuse, New York's upstate chill, a far cry from hip-hop's urban epicenters. Life uprooted at 13 when his family relocated to Raleigh, North Carolina. Fast forward, 2023's favorite song exploded on TikTok, peaking at number 6 on Hot 100 and solidifying his mainstream grip, over 1 billion global streams by 2025. Renee Jane Rapp arrived on January 10, 2000 in Huntersville, North Carolina, a Charlotte suburb buzzing with artsy energy. Her parents, Charles and Denise, alliterated her name, betting on a stage future, and they were spot on. theater kid from the jump, starring in school shows like Big Fish and Spring Awakening. Fast forward 2023's Snow Angel album Soared. Lead single Talk Too Much went viral. Deluxe edition with Coco Jones remixes packed arenas. Reprising Regina in the 2024 Mean Girls film, she slayed the soundtrack. In the rugged highlands of Ethiopia's Garage Zone, Suleiman Barega Ashirtaga was born January 20th, 2000, to a farming family where running wasn't a sport. It was survival. Unlike many Ethiopian stars from Oromia, Barega's roots broke molds, fueling his underdog drive. High-altitude trails honed his endurance. By 16, fast forward 2019 Doha World Silver, 5,000 meters preceded Tokyo 2020's crowning. Olympic 10,000 meters gold at 21, Ethiopia's first since 2008, outkicking Kenya's Kibiwot in a photo finish thriller. Bronze in 2023, World's 10,000 meters, 2024 Paris Olympic 10,000 meters silver, plus half marathon ventures. Keep him elite. Tyler Christopher Harrow burst onto the scene January 20th, 2000 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin's Greenfield suburbs, a blue-collar hub where hoops dreams clash with harsh winters. Son of Jen and Chris Harrow with brothers Austin and Miles, both ballers, Tyler's dad drilled work ethic from toddler dribbles, turning their garage into a gym. Fast forward. 2022 Harrow was named 6th Man of the Year. Bailey Lynn Zimmerman was born January 27, 2000 in tiny Louisville, Illinois, a rural speck of 1,100 souls where cornfields outnumber spotlights. Parents Christy and Donald split when he was 10, leaving him with brothers Dalton, Nicholas, and stepbrother John. Guitar at 9 became his solace amid dirt bikes and baseball dreams. Fast forward. Debut single Fall in Love 2022 topped country airplay. Rock in a Hard Place followed, both number ones with 2 billion plus streams, religiously. The album debuted top 10 on the Billboard Top 200, blending heartbreak ballads and barroom anthems. Well, that wraps it up. Thanks for watching. See you next time.